Welcome in, everybody, to the South Park Phone Destroyer weekly update for week number 49. Appreciate you guys being here. Welcome in, Jimmy James, Budweiser, Rebel Scum is here. Thank you guys for the subs and the biddies. Starting us out. Tattooed is here as well. Welcome. Starting us out with a little bit of a hype train. Appreciate you. Glanzer didn't realize that as soon as he logged into Twitch, we'd be running a train on him. Dude, yeah. Oh, Candyman, another sub. I have to put the alerts back on because I had turned them off. Because I think somebody was hosting. People were hosting during the update, and it was just Chef over and over and over again. But Rebel Scum, thank you for the sub blue box. Or thank you for the sub. You're getting the sub blue box. Appreciate you guys. Damn, Glenn's looking shaggy. Yeah. You think I look like Shaggy? Jinkies. Is it Jinkies? Candyman with 100 biddies as well. Appreciate you. Oh, we lost the South Park ones. I guess we're... Oh, you know what? I know. That works too, I guess. Jimmy James is gifting another tier 1 sub to the community. Community is nuts. 5th gifted sub this month. Nice, Budweiser. That's awesome. Yeah, people gift them to different streamers and everything. I'll look back at the activity feed and throw out all the buckets to everybody at the end of the stream. We'll have Jimmy's, or we'll have Candyman's biddies be the marker that we'll do it at the end. But I appreciate you guys. Level 3 hype train. Very cool. But we got a South Park Phone Destroyer weekly update to do, don't forget. This one is probably gonna be pretty short and sweet this week. We have not a whole lot going on. Moody got his fucking ass kicked in 3 games in gold. Like just no chance with the levels I had, man. It's just tough. So the community's so toxic. It is very toxic, but in a good way sometimes. Toxicity isn't always bad, in my opinion. But Jimmy, another one to Boston Sham. Jimmy James giving all the gifted subs. Those are like the first gifted subs you've ever gifted too. That's crazy. But yes, indeed. Appreciate you guys being here. Last week was pretty crazy. The results are in. Free Play Whales actually got 7th in the average. France for Fun leading the average with one guy getting a 114, which is honestly impressive, because if he's on a team where only one person did their run, how many caps could he possibly have had? So he's playing base level cards and getting a 114, whatever he's in. France, somebody look up France for Fun on the leaderboard and let me know if it's bronze or silver or gold or whatever that is. It just made me laugh though. Illuminati coming in with the 1339. 113.39. 38, excuse me. But Nambla surprised the world with the 2nd highest average. Not bad, not bad. They were only running 48. But you know, 2 more 114s and they would have been number 1 in the whole week. Illuminated coming in good with their 49 runs. I mean, that's a pretty damn good score for their 2nd team, you know? Like, it's crazy how Illuminati and Free to Play Whales, and then there's Nambla and Illuminated are pretty close to each other actually. And then Chefs. Does Chefs have a 2nd team? What's up, Amazing Junk? I don't know actually. They have to, right? They have a bunch, right? Dire Tide has like Black Lotus and shit like that. But I don't think any of those are super competitive as far as the averages go. I think they do all right in their brackets. But yeah, pretty exciting week. Nambla doing really well. So good to see, good to see. Current standings, we haven't shown them in a while. Free to Play Whale still up top. Chef's Elite closing in. Illuminati just getting further and further away from Chefs. TMI slowly catching up to Illuminati, but not really. Szechuan still that big 400 gap there. Spain Park closing in on Szechuan sauce though. Tidal Wave. Well, I guess Tidal Wave is, or Tidal Wave's not. Never mind. Tidal Wave's not Dire Tide anymore. Hey, Fat Seb, what's up, buddy? Or you owe me soda or something, right? Soda? What? Oh, now I owe you. French family. Who the fuck? Where did they come from? Have they been 8 for very long? What happened to, who the fuck was in the 8 spot before? I'd have to see who's like 10, 11, 12, because I'm sure it was one of them. What's up, Known? What's up, Historically Inaccurate? Yeah, it's cool to see Tidal Wave doing as well as they're doing. Spain Park. I mean, it's cool to see people with more than 36 people up here, you know. But works out. Hopefully, I mean, I believe they said that Team Wars changes might be coming in December, so who knows? Who knows? We'll have to see what they could possibly change. I mean, really the only thing they could possibly change would be like just have there be more tiers, like more leagues. Make there be a platinum, gold, or a diamond, platinum, gold, silver, bronze, wood, and then like force teams to change around instead of having the crowns be instead of having the crowns be level 2 hype train. Appreciate you guys. Instead of having the crowns be like a set point for the different leagues, like excuse me, Team War started in December. No, it was like week 4. I think we started on week 4, which it corresponded with the week of the year because it ends on week 52. So we started probably at the beginning of February, most likely, is my guess. But because yeah, I remember being on like week 52 and thinking like, oh, you know, we haven't done a whole year quite yet. Yeah, drop those hype hits in chat. But yeah, that was last week, so pretty good week overall. It was an interesting deck for sure. It was definitely hard for Moody to play. I just didn't have levels at all. I'm not even gonna show you any of those games, honestly. It was just pathetic. I got a Black Lotus guy, and it's just bad. And then my main gets 5,000 people. It's pathetic. But anyway, the reason you guys are all here, not live, this one's for the YouTube video. Mecha Timmy, we're giving away Mecha Timmy today. Mecha Timmy, well, not today. I mean, it'll be Tuesday when we do it, but you remember doing first TVT during halftime of the Super Bowl? Yeah, exactly. So Mecha Timmy is going to be the card. We do have all the other ones available, and we'll be giving those out over the next few weeks. Jimmy, your Man Bear Pig is in the mail. I sent it out this morning. But Mecha Timmy is going to go out, and we're going to do this for the YouTube video, not for the Twitch stream. So we're going to alternate. We're going to do one on the Twitch stream, one on the YouTube video, so that those who can't be here live have a chance to get one of the cards, right? I'm also going to be doing these, a couple giveaways for these through Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, different social medias, just to try to get some attention to those. Patriarchy, miss you. How you doing? Good to have you here. But yeah, so Mecha Timmy for this one. If you want a chance at Mecha Timmy, all you got to do is just comment in the comments below and say Timmy. Yell Timmy. Whoever is the most clever Timmy gets the win. No, everybody who has Timmy in their comment will be added into a draw, and everybody will have the same chances at that Timmy. So just say Timmy in chat. Not chat here, but in the comments below, sorry, and you'll get a chance at that Mecha Timmy. Physical card, not the in-game card. I'll actually send this to you. If you are EU or something like that, I ask that you don't enter unless you really want to work something out and you can pay the shipping or something like that, because like it's just not worth it to. I'm not even gonna tell you how much it takes to ship this little fucking thing, but. The Rebel Scum getting that custom Discord role, just let me know what you want it to be, buddy, and the color, and I'll set that up for you. And I'll have it set up so it actually shows on the right side. It's pretty crazy. Team had 5,100 points and got 4th place last week. God damn! Yeah, that's a crazy bracket. 5,100 and getting 4th place. Rebel Leader Orange. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Rogue One. I'll be Rogue 2. Rebel Leader. Dude, I just started playing fucking Star Wars Starfighter. Holy shit. Or not Starfighter. Is it Starfighter? Is that what it's called? What the fuck's it called, actually? Squadrons, that's what it's called. Star Wars Squadrons. And Starfighter was one on like PlayStation back in the day. I started playing Star Wars Squadrons, and I was gonna stream it, but then I decided that I didn't want my progress in the story to be hindered by when I could stream it, because I can only stream certain amounts of time, and I want to play like one mission here, one mission there, just to try to get done with it and play some on lunch or whatever. So I want to play out the story by myself, because my favorite game of all time is Star Wars Rogue Squadron, which we're gonna end up playing that on Retro eventually. But that was just like the game I grew up on. That and Star Fox were like the first two games I really ever played a lot of, and it just happens to be that they're shooters, like they're flying simulator shooters or whatever. It just happens to be that. And then Jet Force Gemini was another one I played the shit out of as a kid. We're gonna play that eventually, but that's like a 50-hour game. That takes a lot of commitment. Just downloaded the new VR Star Wars. Which one's that, the VR one? I know Squadrons is in VR, and it's fucking crazy, dude. You're in the hull, you're in the HUD and everything. Did you know TIE fighters don't have like... They don't have like screens. The opening on a TIE fighter is open. That's why they have to have those masks, because the masks are pressurized, not the cockpit. Funny, didn't know that. But yeah, so my plan is beat the story of Squadrons, and then maybe play some multiplayer online. I don't know. Ever play Unsquadron on Super Nintendo? I don't think so. I'm familiar. But let's continue along the way. Last week was a lot of fun. Let's check out the games for last week. Got here. What do we got here? Oh, we still got Definitely Not Pigs, because I'm a bit of a lazy ass. But we'll see. I'm just kind of upset because I went with Moody. Moody was the second person I played with, and I ended up we got 8,000 here, so we got pretty good matchup. I wasn't sure if the choir boy might just kill the Sally, but I think Sally got a tiny bit faster, or maybe her extra stats just make her survive so she doesn't die. But U.N Squadron? Not sure what you're saying. Oh, I think I did play this. I'm a sucker for those types of shooters too, like the Gladius style ones. I think those are really fun. All right, boom. Jimmy Dames, did you just now subscribe to me on YouTube? Just now? I don't even have to talk about that one. That was just too easy. Why is this one down here? Oh well. It's just like when the video file size isn't even a minute long, it's just like, what are you gonna do? Holy shit, Tales of the Galaxy, gotcha. Wish all my games were like that. Right? That was pathetic. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Sally takes a fucking bar with 3 people attacking her. 3 people are attacking her and she takes the bar. Oh, she's a monster. That guy's having fucking nightmares as Sally. But, no, I mean, where was this fucking game when Moody was matching up? Like, come on. It's fucking pathetic. Match us by rank, like by 1,000 or something, you know what I mean? Hey, Saturn Ascends, welcome. Name's a familiar stream raider name. Welcome in. Did you get that Rebels 18 tater? That's a great potato. Now I'm just backdoor Indianing. Man, the amount of times that I beat up one of our buddies from VIP Sex Party. If you guys didn't know, Free to Play Whales and VIP Sex Party have a little bit of a, sex party going on. A lot of our guys hang out in their team to get them help with events, and then they give us, fireballs and lightning bolts and shit like that. Stuff that we don't have to give away on our team. And this is like the second time I've gotten one of them in Team Wars. I feel kind of bad about it. But I think that fucking 5,000 rank guy played better than the 8,000 rank guy. Which is hilarious to me. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. So this is kind of just like tank the Sam. When he drops his, you put yours out, and then yours blows his up. Like, there's not much thought going into any of this, because my shit's just gonna eat through him no matter what. And then Sharon's just gonna heal him. I mean, even the fireball, like if the fireball would have killed everything there, it would have kind of been trouble. Like, I would have been like, fuck. Maker's Mark 1980, good shit. Yeah, right? It's a good year. Here he comes, here comes, here comes. I mean, it's nice of him to just not play. But the Gunslinger, we actually started playing Gunslinger with, on the Adventure Lock. And it's actually been pretty funny. We did him with Murph when we had Murph boosted to 5 on the event. Well, I guess we'd still have him boosted to 5 today. But we were playing Gunslinger. And man, Murph with that Gunslinger, if you time it just right, he gets 3 hits off before the thing's off. So he gets 3 hits with that plus 100 or whatever the fuck it is, 140 or whatever. It's brutal. Look at that Sally surviving the Aerostorm. How fucking brutal. And some, okay, that weird, how does the scout get hit by New Kid? What happened? Did he leave? Was that him leaving? He didn't play a card, and then all of a sudden, oh, we'll attack him again instead, and then let your storyteller kill the New Kid. Weird. It didn't, usually it shows them die if that happens, you know what I mean? Like it'd show, it would show what's his ass die. All right. This one, I'm stupid, I started halfway through. The way I got that bar though was by, oh God, it was so cool. Fuck, what did I do? It was so awesome. It was such a legit move. There's something with my assassin. Can't remember what it was. Might have been a fireball because I have fireball already back in my hand. I might have fireballed somebody perfectly and Sally took a bar or something. He would have timed that better and Jesus would have gotten that hit. That would have been pretty interesting, but obviously the levels here are gonna fuck through this guy at 4,000. The silver. Once this team gets to gold, I'm not sure what we're gonna do. We're kind of chilling in silver because we have a lot of people in this team. So even though like we can do pretty well, we still sometimes lose because there's a lot of people on our team that don't have good levels, so they don't get to take advantage. Look at all these, look at this light show I put on. We don't get to take advantage. They don't get to take advantage of the levels, and so they're truly going in with base levels, and they're gonna lose a lot. But you know, guys like me and Casey and Wally. We, you know, everything we upgrade, we can take advantage of. Level 4 Sam, level 6, level 4 Storyteller, level 5 Shan. Everything that we can upgrade, we can take advantage of. So imagine being somebody who only has a couple level 2s or something like that. Like, you're just not going to do very well. So it lowers our score enough where every once in a while we're taking a second or maybe even a third so that we don't climb the ranks of silver too quickly. Because once we get to gold, I mean, we don't have a chance. So just like we did on Nam Blues, and we actually got rid of Nam Blues and just left it there, which is now a populated team because Namblos and Namblings kind of got too big, and so we separated those a bit. So if you're looking for a team, we got spots in Namblos. If you're more of a casual player, don't want to get yelled at for missing caps or something like that, Namblos, Namblos is where you want to go. I'm the leader of that one. And we just chill, have fun, try to get the best rewards we can, but we very rarely miss an event. So it's a nice place to grow your account. with a lot of good players, so you don't have to have your silver account in a team that has a bunch of people who don't know what they're doing, or some, you know, those silver teams who have some like mediocre player who's like, oh, maybe he's the only gold player in the whole thing and he thinks he's top shit because he spent a little money, and he always talks shit and says, oh, I only lost because of the deck, and I'm the greatest, and who are you? You know, everybody hates that fucking guy. So you can hang out in a group that's led by, you know, somebody in the top team in the game, and you don't have to worry about dumb egos like that. Managed to get the event done on the alt. Nice. I was trying with Moody, and I had a 7-point deck, and I was doing pretty well. I think I got to about 50 or 60, but I ended up not being able to stream on Sunday, and that really hit my, well, Saturday and Sunday really, and that really hit my what's the word? My grind time, I guess is the best way to put it. I don't think I care on Moody at all for Henrietta. I don't care. I'm never gonna play Goth Kids on Moody, so it doesn't really bug me that much. Same with definitely not Glanzer. But I definitely want to get her on the main. I haven't actually finished. I have like 3 games left I have to do. I'm like at 135 or something. But we'll do that after the game when the video started. We're just gonna stop the stream after this. My girlfriend's still off work. She took like a whole week off for Thanksgiving because her family was coming down, and then her family ended up not coming down. So I'm gonna hang out with her. Usually she's at work at this time. Usually like right when I'm starting up this stream, she's going to work. She starts her shift at about 6 p.m. So I guess it's a little before I start the shifts. So I usually eat dinner. Like usually by the time I get home from work, she's already gone. On Mondays at least. All right, we got 3 more games left, and they weren't any better though. Like I'm really fucking upset because Moody got his ass handed to him by like top 7,800 players with all level 5 epics, level 4 legends, and DNG in the main get people with fucking level 2 Psalm. Like it's just fucking frustrating. Like, so frustrating. Playing multiple accounts like that and seeing the different, hell of an arrow storm though, and seeing the difference that just the luck of your draws can make, the luck of who you play. When the difference between the silver accounts can be, you know, people with level 1 legends versus people with level 5 legends, it's just how fucking dumb do they have to be to think that that's a good, to have that many teams in gold is just so stupid. From day one, it shouldn't have been a set number of caps. It should have been a set number of teams, because the way that their team, or they should have had team wars more punishing about how you get the score. One, you shouldn't have gotten points from your score. You just shouldn't have. It lets you get 3rd place or 4th place, or I guess it 3rd place is 0 crowns. It lets you get, well, yeah, it lets you get 3rd place and still progress, and it lets you get 4th place and potentially not get negative crowns, because if it's negative 25 crowns, everybody in your team gets 100 points, you got 50 people, you go up by 25, not down by 25. So you're actually, the way this game works is that if you're playing the game right and you're in a bracket that kind of works for you, you're going to get 1, 2, or 3 every week, and you're going to slowly go up. You're never going to go down, and eventually you'll be gold. It's why Namblos is gold, even though we should be a silver team. It's why the fucking Adventure Lock teams end up gold, even though they should probably be fucking bronze teams for the most part. The way that it works is just so stupid that like that would be fine if it's like the top 30 teams are gold and the top 400 teams are silver and the top 1,000 teams are below that, and whatever, you know, you set a number of teams that are the tiers, instead of just this arbitrary, oh, everybody who gets to this amount that they can pretty much, you'd have to be a goddamn fucking moron not to get there eventually. Like, you'd seriously have to just be a bad team to not get to gold. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, there's a lot of bad teams out there, but, and bad meaning like just not necessarily run bad or with bad people, just bad meaning their accounts are bad. They might be good players, but their accounts are bad, and that's all that really matters in Team Wars. If you don't have good accounts, you're not going to be able to, you're not like, and I mean like full accounts, you know, you could have a team full of people that are 8,000, but if it's a week where they don't have their deck upgraded at all, then then they're not going to be able to do anything. Like I could have a full level 6 Legends, level 6 Epic Fantasy Mystic deck, but then when I go in with Sci-Fi Adventure, I have level 2 Legends. Like I'm going to lose those games, you know? Team Wars, it's all about that consistency across the board, which also lets your team. The reason when we heard what Team Wars was going to be, where it's like, you know, team together, build a deck, and everybody uses their levels, that's when we decided to make free-to-play Worlds, because we knew that a big part of deck building would be the levels, and we wanted to be able to build the best deck every week and not have to worry about levels, you know, short of new cards or something. You know, not many people buy new cards nowadays. At least buy them to a competitive level, but we buy them to a friendly fight of, you know, a Team Wars available level. You know, President Garrison level 4 is useful. Saves you the caps to get to 5 if a team has a lot of, you know, there's a lot of ways you can play lesser cards and still benefit from them. But being able to choose any card because it's the best card and not have to think, oh, you know, we can't run this card because nobody has it level. That was kind of the idea for the merger initially. And I mean, it worked out. See, that's just like, what are you doing with that fireball? One big thing about spells like Fireball and Aerostorm, especially like a week like this where you have Maxi, you have Sharon, you have Jesus, I think Hallelujah was even an ability. You do not use removal abilities unless it kills them. Like that kills those two. You can't get that back. You just do not use Fireball or Aerostorm unless it's going to kill them. You don't use Fireball to soften them up. You use Fireball to finish them off. That's always going to be the better choice, even if they don't have a heal, because you want that surprise. Like you want them to be surprised that their units are dead all of a sudden. If I have a full health unit and I'm in the middle of a battle and I drop a Fireball and it chunks them all to half health, he now knows that his units are half health, so he can react to that, right? So he can put a healer out, he can put other units out to support him, he can not put units out at all, whatever it might be. But if you wait for damage spells, in any spell really, like Unholy Combustion, Transmog, all of these things, this kind of applies. You always want to wait for the last moment for it to be effective. You know what I mean? You're getting 50 coins instead of team. Jay, thanks for the sub. Which normals and rares should you rush to 7 ASAP on Adventure Lock? I personally rushed Buccaneer Bebe, and that made the lower ranks really fun, but my Adventure Lock account was just about having fun. If you really want to rush the best, Rats to 7 is the best common probably to start, and for rares, either PC Principle for that tank, because there's not a whole lot of tanks in Adventure Lock, or Captain Wendy. Having a good range like Captain Wendy when their new kids aren't going to be very high. If you have a high level Captain Wendy dropping like 200 to 300 damage on their new kid, it's going to do shit. It's going to do great shit. The reason I did Buccaneer Bebe was because I figured if I rush Buccaneer Bebe, I had level 5 Buccaneer Bebe when I was like a level 12 new kid or something like that. And to this day, the highest stack Buccaneer Bebe I ever had was when she was level 5, because this guy fed her 2 entire chicken coops, got to the point where she was one-shotting assassins, and he just kept playing people out back in, what's up, Red? He kept playing them, and just Bebe had like 500 stacks without Ninja, without Mackie, without anything extra on her, just straight up. And I never got her anywhere close to that once she got to level 6, because once she gets to level 6, I was at the level where once she gets a few stacks, she gets fucking removed, you know? So I couldn't have even a chance, but too bad, but it is what it is. But yeah, so you always want to, like I was saying with spells, you always want to wait till the last moment, because if you have a cluster of people and they're half health, he might play a unit to support them. You know, maybe he plays a range card in the back because he thinks, oh, I have still, you know, I'm gonna have this whole push, and then all of a sudden a fireball comes out and blows up his whole push, and then he's got a range card coming at you. you know, you always want to surprise him. Or like think about a tank. He puts a tank behind New Kid. You could transmog it immediately, but you could wait until either you have max energy or whatever it might be. Obviously, if you're max energy, you have nothing else to do, fucking remove the guy. But if you could play a card first and then maybe get him to maybe play a range card behind his tank and then take out his tank, puts you a little bit at the advantage. Or something like Sam. Make him think that he's going to be able to get that Sam ability off and kill him right before it goes off with Unholy Combustion or Lightning Bolt or whatever you're going to use. Kill him right before it goes off, because in his head, he's playing as if that Sam's going to hit. So he might play an assassin right as he hits that ability, thinking he's going to kill everybody, and then all of a sudden his Sam's dead and he just wasted that energy, right? So you can kind of play, get in their heads there. What's up, Outcast? But let's look ahead towards next week, which will be week number 49. And let's look at the deck for next week. Unfortunately, you see all those goth kids in there. That's gonna mean most likely that unless you're in silver, low silver, bronze teams, maybe you're not gonna see goth kids get picked. Like maybe some people will pick Pete. Maybe I could see maybe picking Michael over Nelly if you could get him to level 6 though. Just nobody has him leveled. Nobody has any of these cards leveled. They're fucking like, they're terrible for the most part. So 4 of these slots are picked for us, and that's kind of lame in my opinion, because we're gonna see Mimsy every game. We're gonna see Terrence Mephisto, Nelly, 2 fucking AoE cards, and Sally, which is a better choice anyway. Those are the cards we're gonna pick no matter what. Like, you're not gonna see goth kids unless you're in like I said, low silver, like just low, where the base level cards are probably gonna be what you'll see anyway. The Adventure Lock, it's all against Adventure and Neutral, so we're gonna pick the other ones anyway. So that's the only chance that the goth kids had to be picked, so unfortunate. But anyway, so we'll start with Mimsy, obviously Mimsy. In this case, I think Sizzler's the right move. Even if you can't level him very far, I think even a level 2 Sizzler could do damage. But the argument would be that Towley could maybe stop the Sizzler, but not if Sizzler gets stacked on his side. You can't really slow him. I mean, you can slow him down, obviously. He's gonna limit him a little bit, but for the most part, Towley's not gonna be doing too much. So I think Sizzler's the choice there. If none of your teammates have Sizzler leveled very far, then Towley's gonna be your choice there. Save you some caps as well. I always think Chaos is the choice. Cyborg, just use Chaos against Cyborg. He can't be mind controlled. So with Chaos being an option, 1 less energy, same rarity, Chaos directly counters Cyborg, you would have to be a fucking idiot to pick Cyborg this week. Real talk, 100%. That's the dumbest thing ever. There's not even a big fat target that you could really mind control that you'd get a benefit from. You could get Sizzler, I guess, for 10 seconds, and then maybe he couldn't stop it, and maybe you get the Sizzler on the new kid. Maybe. But I would personally, I'd drop my fucking energy staff and let Sizzler stack up on my energy staff, and in 10 seconds when Sizzler's healed and coming back at you, he's fully stacked. So I don't think that's the move. General Disarray versus Paladin, that's a good one. They both kind of play well with the Sizzler. You get that lava out there with the Sizzler, you're gonna have a bad time. That Sizzler's gonna beat shit up. But that's 8 energy. Versus Sizzler sped up with a shield. Very good. Very good. So that one might just come down to caps and cost. I think you might want to go with Paladin. You're gonna have the 2 legends potentially, lots of epics to choose from. I think I like the Paladin shield and just having that 2 cost assassin. Well, you know what? Never mind. I guess if you're Chaos, you don't want to have double butters, huh? Not the end of the world. Double assassins very rarely mattered. Yeah, that might edge it towards General Disarray though. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But just because people are... The majority of teams are scared of double units, and even if it's an assassin, they'll say, "Oh, we can't have 2 butters." Even though, like, I've been on ladder doing just fine with double red, double Bradley before. So I think it's all about how you build the deck around it. And if you have like a decent cycle and you're not, you know, you're not reliant on those cards at the same time, that's the problem. The biggest problem with doubling up cards is if you'd use them in the same exact situation and then you have to choose which one to use, there's always probably going to be one that's better. You're always going to end up picking that one. And nice penis, Saturn. You're always going to end up picking that one, but and then the other one just kind of a wasted card. For instance, if you have Program Stand and Stand of Many Moons, most of the time, unless you literally only have 3 energy, Stand of Many Moons is going to be the choice to play. So Program Stand just kind of sits there and doesn't actually get used. So it's not bad, it's not good, but I think Disarray might be the choice this week. And then if you get that lava like in front of their new kid, then you send that Sizzler out there, it's gonna be pretty good. Transmog is gonna be the choice. You're honestly just gonna want it to deal with the Sizzler in case the Sizzler gets out of hand, or potentially, you know, just put down the Mimsy. If you get the Mimsy and you don't have like, I mean, honestly, you'd probably want to play General Disarray on the Mimsy when he's close enough to your new kid where the lava will hit him for the rest of his duration. You don't want to do it too soon and then he just walks out of the lava and then he's not. You want to do it so when it hits him, but that could be harder than I'm saying, because you know he could put somebody behind him and then he goes. But if you can get the lava as close to new kid as possible, that'd be good. But definitely don't pick lava as a spell to do that. Definitely don't do that. I don't think lava is ever the choice. There's always a better choice for lava. But yeah, the transmog just to get rid of the problem cards. Transmogging Sharon might win you the game if they have like a Mackie push set up and Sharon would just keep healing it. You might have to transmog the Sharon. Terrence Mephisto is going to be the choice just because Pete's probably not going to be upgraded. There's really no AoE or anything to take advantage of. The only thing here would be if they put staff in front of their new kid by chance or something like that, you could target that and get that chip damage on the new kid. So you could potentially get some chip there. Always good in Team Wars where the levels aren't that high for the new kid. Inkin's going to be the choice here because Inkin will just kill Kite. This is a kind of same situation as Chaos and Cyborg. They kind of pick themselves because if you run Kite, you got to group up for the Inkin. So why would you run Inkin? Or why would you not run Inkin then? Because then you're just feeding, you know, Inkin kills the Timmy and it cleans up the Sharon if she's about to die, stuff like that. So yeah, Inkin's definitely the choice here. Even lower level, he should still do his job. You definitely don't want to lead with Inkin into the you don't want to lead with Inkin into the Sharon. You want to make sure it kills Sharon when you use it. So if Sharon has a hit on her and then use it, something like that, that's your goal. If you don't kill Sharon and she heals back the damage that you did, you might as well, it's pretty much game over at that point. Nelly is the choice because Michael's just not going to be upgraded. Here's another situation where there's no real AoE to speak of, but the Nelly might help. She's got pretty good aggro range, so she won't get... Sizzler likes to sneak by people, but Nelly won't let him. Energy Staff is the choice here. Just remember when to use it. You lead with it, or you use it when the pushes are reset. What's up, Meow Bark? You use it when the pushes are reset, meaning like if nobody's playing cards and you're all just waiting for 10 energy, use it when you get to 10 and you're waiting, so then he's forced to play into you on your side. The whole goal of Energy Staff is to force them to play into you. If you're playing Energy Staff and then immediately pounding energy into them, unless it's Hermes, you can play Hermes, that's fine, because that forces them to play into you. Or I guess in this instance it would be Sally. So the best start this week is lead with Energy Staff, wait. If they lead Energy Staff 2 or they don't do anything, when you get to 10 energy, play Sally down the middle and then react to whatever they do. Another thing to note, if the opponent leads with Energy Staff, you don't have to play a card. You're not losing energy. In fact, they're actually losing energy if they don't then play a card. So for instance, if they lead with Energy Staff, they're just going to wait till 10, right? They use the 4 energy, they wait till 10, Energy Staff regens like 3.5 or something, or like 3. They lose about an energy at the beginning, and then once that 1 minute hits, then they start to gain energy. But if they're sitting there with the staff and you play a card, or sorry, and you don't play a card, you're not losing energy because they played that 4 energy. Like, they played that 4 energy. They lost that 4 energy. And if you don't play a card, it's the same, it ends up being the same total energy once they start playing the cards. Because, like, they're not gaining an advantage on you at all by having that staff out. So if you're both sitting there, once he starts to play a card and once you start to play a card, the game's like reset. You both have 10 energy. Nothing has happened on the field, and most likely his energy staff is about to end, and he won't be able to get, like, he's not really gaining more energy on you. So the game basically resets at that point. Now, that's not in the middle of the game. If he plays energy staff, play the cards. Like, you can't wait on the energy staff. Like, he's definitely winning in that situation, or gaining in that situation. But yeah, energy staff, put it out at the beginning. I like to use it. You won't be able to do it in Team Wars because nobody's gonna level up the energy staff. But the energy staff, sometimes I like to use it to block. Like, there's an assassin that's about to die that needs just a couple new kid hits and would hit new kid one time. You throw the energy staff out, it takes 1 hit. You lose a little bit of energy in the process because when it loses health, it'll tick less energy back to you as it loses percentage, but better than losing a bar, right? Dr. Timmy versus Sharon. I think Sharon's the choice just because if somebody fucks up and doesn't remove all your people with Inkin or even Chaos, you heal that damage up and it's GG, you know. Nelly also, with all the slow damage dealers there are out there, like Inkin as a fighter, fairly slow. Mackie, fairly slow. Nelly, slow. Terry, slow. Unless they have the Mackie boost on them, then the damage is much higher. But all of these damage sources are quite slow. Towley, slow. Sizzler, slow at first. Sally's the only real DPS dealer out there. So you definitely want to try to save the Sally for the Mimsy. I think that's gonna be one of the few times to deal with them. If you have the Towley, you might want to use Towley on them. Mimsy too. But I think Dr. Timmy will be very hard to kill. If you put Timmy in the deep corners, Inkin's not hitting him. That's probably a transmog target though, so honestly, Timmy might be the only transmog target. If you deal with Sizzler and they drop Timmy, you might want to transmog him. Like I said earlier, Sally's the choice here. And Mackie's the choice here. There's not enough units to make me want to play Labard. If one of the assassins was a swarm, I'd maybe consider it. Like if the Dougie would end up being gnomes or something, like maybe I'd consider it. You could use Labard, you could take out Sally, Chaos, and the gnomes all at once. But as it stands now, I just don't think there's enough out there that would really be impacted by the Labard. And since they're the same rarity, you're not saving caps or anything. And to be honest, more people probably have fucking Mackie to a usable level than Labard. Like overall. OGs have them leveled because nobody ever fucking requested them, but that does it for this week. And like I was saying, I really don't think there's a whole lot of different choices that you could make this week. Mimsy's clearly chosen. Sizzler, in my opinion, is chosen. You might see some Towleys because people don't have Sizzler levels. That's the one I'll say. Paladin versus Disarray, I think that's a toss-up. It doesn't matter there. Chaos is the clear choice. Transmog, clear choice. All the Goth Kid choice is clear choice. I think Inkin's pretty clear in my opinion. Staff is clear. Sharon, Dr. T, I could see arguments for those ones. And then Mackie is a pretty clear choice. The amount of damage that you can put out with Mackie, with like Nelly, Terrence, even just the Sally, Mimsy even potential, like there's just a lot of damage output. And that extra 70 some damage, what was it, 72, 73 at max 6? Forget about it, man. It's tough. It's tough. When you got that bearing down on you, maybe you got a Nelly that's got an extra 70 damage on Nelly is like 100% attack boost. That is fucking nutty. Same with Terrence Mephisto. It's like 100% attack boost. and it doesn't like make them attack slower or anything like that. So it's just all DPS. And even the Inkin, if you put Inkin out, when Inkin gets closer, you don't even have to put Inkin, like Mackie in front of Inkin. Let Inkin take the damage, put Mackie behind the Inkin. Inkin's doing plus 74 the whole time, but taking good damage because he's fucking Inkin. And then when Inkin's dead, you should have two things behind Mackie supporting, or you could probably save the Inkin. Just remember, don't group up this week. You don't want to group up into the chaos. You don't want to group up into the lava. You don't want to group up into the lava or I mean like the lava spell, and then the general disarray lava. The Inkin, obviously, you don't want to group up into. You don't want to group up into a group where like Mackie can impact the whole group. You know, you don't want the boosted Mackie units to be able to hit everybody in your group. The Terrans, all that stuff, you definitely don't want to be grouped this time around. And the Sizzler stun as well. So keep your units spread, and so that's why with Mackie you want to be careful. You know, you only want to play Mackie when it's going to impact the direct battle you're in. And what happens afterwards doesn't matter. You know, when you're waddling down the field, it doesn't matter what happens down there, right? You already got your value with the defense. Him on New Kid with that 74 New Kid, that's great for defense. Fantastic for defense. It two-shots the assassins. Like, it can help deal with a Mimsy really well. So I would say Mackie next to your New Kid. Mackie... So when Mimsy gets next to New Kid, put Mackie in between them to push him away. Like before he gets there, to push him away a little bit and make him walk around the Mackie. And then keep playing units to make him walk around. That's your goal. To stop the Mimsy. All right. Well, that does it for the deck this week. Like I said, we're going to slam through this one. Saturn Ascend, it's good to see you. Meow Bark, welcome in. Known in red as well. Appreciate you guys being here. Capium and Jay. Jay, going to get you thanks for this sub as well. We're going to move forward to the dev update, though. There's not a whole lot going on this week, so this will probably be pretty quick. We're not going to get under an hour. It's so hard to go under an hour, even without having moody games. It's so hard to keep this under an hour. I guess if I take the beginning like 10 minutes off, we might be able to stay under an hour. It'd be the first time the updates. I mean, I'm just fucking rambling now, and I'm making it even longer. All right, so let's get the dev update out here. Oops. Why isn't it showing? Oh, I don't have it up. Nah. I have to actually have it like on screen for it to show. All right, let's go. So, weekly event as per usual. Now, I honestly really like how this works out. One, I like the weekend events that bleed into Monday. Why? What if I had shit to do all weekend and I didn't have any time to do it, or not enough time, and the Monday comes and I need a little bit more time to do it? I like it. And also, it makes me be able to tell Monday to fuck off. If I'm trying to maximize rewards, I can tell Monday to fuck off if I've already completed it in the weekend, right? Good morning, it's your pal, and everyone always responds by throwing turds at her. Yeah. Hey, it's your favorite pal, Toller. Shut the fuck up, lady! Why haven't you nerfed DSR yet, you son of a bitch? Or Daria, that's what I meant, not DSR. Jimmy, we're on the same page. City Walk guy this weekend, which is gonna be interesting, but I wish they would do this every week. I wish the Tuesday event was bled into Wednesday, so then you couldn't say like chaos mode. There was still kind of something to do on Wednesday if you didn't want to play chaos, or you could finish the event on Tuesday and then play chaos on Wednesday. Perfect. Thursday they have that one event, so if you don't want to do chaos on Thursday, maybe you already played chaos on Wednesday, you could do the event on Thursday. I like it. Is Dar that bad? I think without a doubt Dar gets mentioned about why she hasn't been changed on the forum comments at least twice a week. And if that, now watch this be the first week it doesn't happen. And then Goth Kids Chaos will be, all of the newest cards will be part of your deck this week. It's not gonna do the extra thing like they did with Henrietta. Those four will just be, Wait, actually, the way they word that, I might be mistaken there. It says all 4 of our newest cards will be part of your deck this week. That kind of sounds like it might just be they're all there. So we're gonna have like a 14 card deck, or there's 12 cards in the deck, isn't there? A 16 card deck. That's interesting. That's interesting. Now that's the type of shit that I think is fun in challenge mode. When you change the theory crafting completely, that's when I want to get involved. When it's just like, oh, who's got the better cycle, and we're all playing the same fucking deck. But when it's like you really have to think about what you're gonna do and how you're gonna put the deck together, that's where they're fun. When it's not like super clear what the deck's gonna be. Can't they make her 3.5 cost? See, that's the struggle of having energy in the way they do. They could make it like 20 energy and just make her 7 cost. You know what I mean? But yeah, the half steps are tough to do. Just from like a balance perspective, because it's like, oh, we could just, whenever there's a problem with a card, you just think, oh, just add a half energy, take half energy away, stuff like that. It's not actually good for overall balance. And the fact, like the way you get the energy, like you only get X amount of energy every game, kind of messes with that a bit. But anyway, the Goth kids are all going to be raised 1 level past friendly. So Firkle will be 5, Michael will be 4, Pete 3, and Henrietta 2, which is probably going to be better. Make her 4 cost, but give her more attack or HP. Does she get hit by New Kid? I can't remember. I'm wary to give her more stats because I think she survives some New Kid blasts at certain levels, and I think she hits New Kid without getting hit, which is pretty good. But yeah, 4 cost I feel like is fair. Or limit. What you could do is you could just take away the war cry. Like you don't get a war cry. You can revive a target, but you don't get their war cry. So then the target will no longer be Inkin. It'd be Randy's, Sizzler, Sam. You know, it would be your tanks, which wouldn't necessarily be any better, but like when I saw that she triggers the Death Wish, I just thought that was kind of bullshit. To me, I thought that right there inhibits their ability to make cool Death Wishes in the future. Just like Pope kind of inhibited them from making different cards. Now they wised up to it and they're able to do shit like Henrietta specifically isn't revivable. So now it gives me hope. Now that they're smart enough to fucking do that finally, which I don't know why they hadn't done that before. Now that they're smart enough to do that, Henrietta can't be revived, so maybe they could make a 10 cost card that's not revivable by Pope. But now that they have a Dar card that doubles your Death Wishes, you can't have Death Wishes that are super, super strong. And you can't have War Cries that are super, super strong either. Within that, you know, just you can make them 6 or 7 cost or whatever to limit, but I think a lot of the design decisions they've made has actually inhibited their design choices going forward. And some of those they've been able to roll back a little bit, but they really made a mistake having a fully revivable card. And I think Call Girl is a mistake. Anything like that you get like that swing. When you only have X amount of energy per match, and you can just get 6 for free. Like if it was Minion Masters, like a game like Minion Masters just has so much more energy that you can use. The cards are a little bit more forgiving. The interactions are a little bit more forgiving. And so if you lose 15 energy, or they gain 15 energy, because there's cards where you can gain energy and lose energy, it's not that big of a deal because there's so much energy to go around. And the games can go on forever. So like, the total energy that you could use is just exorbitant. But in South Park, it's like, what, 60 energy total throughout a whole 3-minute game? 80 some if you go to overtime or some shit like that. 72, I can't remember. It's somewhere around that. What's up, Vegeta? But you dar Cyborg Kenny. That's really funny. I actually thought I darred my own Inuit early on, fully expecting my dar to die. Fully expecting her to die. But they figured that code out at least. The testers must have caught that one in pre-production. But yeah, honestly, to me, I don't even feel like the goth kids would even be worth it in challenge mode. To me, like challenge mode, I'd still want to run like a fantasy deck or something like that, because like they're not going to be that much better. You still got to cycle to them. Challenge mode kind of blows with that. I mean, they're still probably going to be the better choices, but challenge mode when you're dependent on cycling to goth kids is going to be fucking hassle. We will also be running the 24-hour token event on Thursday. What do I think of these Thursday events? I like them. Last but not least, we have City Walk this weekend, so you'll definitely be seeing me running those City Walks. And he will be boosted. So City Walk is getting changed to be way, way quicker on the draw, like a 2-second instead of 4-second or something. So City Walk guy, you'll see me playing him. I'm wondering if because of that boost, if I'll be able to kill every cock before the next cock gets spawned. Because if you can, and every single one of those little cocks becomes a little bomb that I have full control over, oh shit. Oh shit. It's gonna be lit, man. It's gonna be lit. The crime is she's not doing it with me. Wait, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Goth cards are pretty awful. Yeah, I mean, they're all right. But the problem is you have to have all of them. Like, if you don't have Michael, well, I guess you don't necessarily need Furkel as much, but he's a big part of it because they just keep getting stacks and stacks off that, right? And he does put out a pretty decent amount of damage. But if you don't have Michael, Henrietta gets removed and you lose. If you don't have Pete, Henrietta's gonna die too fast. If you don't have Furkel, everybody's gonna kind of die too fast because they're not gonna be able to get more heals off of the boost. Now, in lieu of Furkel, you could put Ninja out, but once that first one dies, you lose that Ninja boost. So it's just they're those cards that are just like they're those people trying to get Paladin Dougies off. You know what I mean? I'm lit up like a Christmas tree. And then the points this week, 400, 150, 80, and 1250. So weekend points only 80 this weekend. Interesting. You could make a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-point deck pretty fucking easily. I mean, 7 with Dragon Slayer. You can make a 7-point deck real easy this weekend. And then honestly, you could put in Chaos Hamsters because Chaos Hamsters are actually immune to the City Walk guys, so they're still good units. You could put City Walk or Chaos Hamsters and Mosquito in alone and just have level 7 hamsters, and then the rest just be fantasy because like 7 of your cards are already picked here. You could run the Dougie if you wanted to, and you only have to. I mean, I could put an 8-point together and only have to win 10. Weird. After 150, the fuck, weird. Looking for new kids to chat with. I guess they consider it's like 40 points a day to them. That's what they're doing roughly. But the last one is 50 points a day because there's a legend. I don't know. We already talked about the balance changes, and these are coming in tomorrow. So remember, Shaman's going to be able to remove mind control, which is really what makes him important. And then the charge time is having it be that long to begin with is just like ridiculous. What the fuck's he going to do when it's 12 fucking seconds? You get the first one and then he'll die before the next one. Yeah, the mind control effect is pretty much the biggest thing. And he's the City Walk guy, 5 to 2 seconds. So yeah, 10 to that's incredible. That's incredible. It has to be able to blow up the cocks, like I was saying. That's gonna be fun. And then the range increase, I wasn't expecting something like that. That's gonna be nice too. Being able to get more on new kid and stuff is gonna be nice. Because there's times where you have so many cocks at the new kid that when you blow them all up, some of them don't hit anything because they're just too far away. Friar Jimmy, it'll be interesting. I don't think you'll see like changes like this will not affect my gameplay. They won't affect probably your gameplay for the majority of you, but Friar Jimmy getting better really impacts lower level gameplay. Like, he's quite a bit better now. And I remember Fryer. Don't you remember Fryer being a real cocksucker? Healing my new kid chips. Oh my god. If somebody had Fryer Jimmy in their deck, I might as well not even try. It was impossible because I was only fucking chipping with Marine Craig back then. Marine Craig and a underleveled Marcus. That was it. My only chips were Marine Craig, underleveled Marcus. That's it. And then Lightning Bolt, Hook Hand, Outlaw sometimes. Not so shitty this walk guy, exactly. And then Labar, Dragon Slayer, and Mind Control Mecha. These aren't... I think people confused that these were nerfs to these cards. This is just them explicitly stating that the interaction with those other cards is going to change because those cards are changing. So it's not a change to Labard or Dragon Slayer. It's not a change to those cards. It's just a change to another card, but they're showing you on those cards, which is nice of them. And now we get Furkel and Michael in the packs and lockers. So I believe the Adventure Lock has Furkel. I don't know if the Adventure Lock has Michael. If it was in Battle Pass or not, I can't remember. But maintenance tomorrow. Tomorrow? No, maintenance on Wednesday, excuse me. That's interesting that they're doing maintenance before the update. Or after it, I mean. But yeah, that shouldn't matter. 8 a.m. UTC, which is like 2 a.m. my time, I think. So not a big deal there. Shouldn't bother too many people. But thanks for the feedback. Anything you want. Always grateful for your honesty. Hearts and hugs, Toller. Hearts and hugs, Canadian. Fuck you! So funny. Sorry, Toller. The Goth event is going for another day, so they gave you bad info. Is the mission event 24 hours instead, or just starting tomorrow? Yeah, that's what they were saying. This must have been fixed since he said that. Very happy to hear the team portion of the event is coming back. Yeah, +1. The leaderboards are stupid. Like, I did the math, and the amount of time that these people would have to play, it's like out of a 48-hour day, they played 39 hours. Like, it's either 2 people or multiple people doing it, or it's a bot, or like, it's impossible. It's physically impossible for these people to be doing that. And that's if he's winning 50%. That's if he's winning 50%. He might not be. But I don't know. I guess I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what rank he is. Toller, please, on behalf of hundreds of players, many are quitting. Nerf Incan or cancel the ability to use it twice with Dart. That's what I was saying. Get rid of the war cries from triggering twice. We can't take it. We're not gonna take it. We're gonna start an account and leave it. This is his first post, guys. That didn't take long for the Nerf post to arrive. I told you. Fryer, told you. Told you. You are correct. I'm just waiting for an updated version. All right. Thank you for giving us back the team path on the weekend event. During the week, it's fine. Let the people who don't have jobs and nothing else better to do show us what their life is about. It's still lame that we have to complete the event to even try out the card, but I guess that's a part of your marketing scheme. Yeah. Other note, DSR nerf is minor and won't help too much. Yeah, it's not a nerf to DSR. This had nothing to do with DSR. This has nothing to do with DSR. One uses 4 energy while the other needs 6 energy to reverse the effects. Not really a big deal. Yeah, exactly. It's not there to make DAR, like to break DAR. It's there to just make it so that if you happen to be running a heal deck, DAR doesn't completely fuck you over, which I think is fair. Should really look into the Dark Angel Red nerf though. Yeah. Red Links, this is so disappointing. The game is dying of an awful disease. Ooh. Most of your YouTube content creators have left. That's not true. Most of them? Who? Blig? That's exactly what those people were. They were YouTube content creators. They weren't South Park content creators. All those people had been doing something else. They got into South Park. All of their thousands of followers followed them. And then that's the only reason that had views. It wasn't because it was South Park that it had views. It's because those people had a following already. Most of them. I mean, some people were new, but yeah, the people who are left, I mean, me, Fatseb, Fryer, Hayes, Soul, Jammin', some new ones, Rebel, Cedric. I mean, there's more new ones than there are that have left. So, I mean, before, if you were on Twitch, now this might not be true for you. Obviously, YouTube's a little bit different, but on Twitch, it would be me streaming, Haze Demon streaming, Druzy streaming, or I guess Roman at that time too, or what's his name? Can't think of his name. Fucking dude, why can't, who did I say? Okay, I'm gonna restart. Haze, Druzy. I'm trying to think back then who it was. Oh, Hella Brian. Yeah, Hella Brian was streaming all the time back then. Not as many great YouTube streamers, I guess, though, but Twitch is better for streaming. Yeah, I mean, I get that. And if they're talking about like just like YouTube content, like how many people post their Team Wars videos every week? How many people post some sort of weekly update about Team Wars picks or whatever it might be? Yeah, a lot of people stream. But yeah, there's a lot more. But I get what he's saying. Like, he's just saying the content creators that I like to watch aren't doing it anymore, which is fine. And planning on leaving. Pharaoh is leaving. Already has left. So many casuals are leaving or playing a lot less. Dude, no. This game has hundreds of thousands of people that play it. Hundreds of thousands. And these videos had thousands of views. So it's not like it's not like even a majority or even close to a plurality of the players are consuming content for the game. A lot of people who play mobile games have no fucking clue that there's even content for them. They would have no idea that they could go on Twitch or YouTube and find information about this. None at all. Zero. There's no incentive for new players to join the game or rank up. That's dumb. What are you talking about? There's no incentive for new players to join the game. Playing a new game they've never played before is the first incentive to play a new game. Playing a South Park game on their phone is another incentive. Playing a good Tower Rush game is another incentive. Ranking up, they get to use new cards that they've never played before, you colossal dipshit. No team rewards for another poor grinding neutral event is unforgivable. Oh man, he didn't get team rewards for like 2 events and he's fucking gonna quit. He's fucking done, dude. He's officially done because he didn't get fucking team rewards. He probably didn't finish the fucking event and he's mad that he didn't get to mooch off his fucking team. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody wants you here. Good riddance. Go play fucking... What's that fucking Silver Sun Deadly Sins, 7 Deadly Sins, whatever the fuck it is. Go play 7 Deadly Sins and watch 5 cards and watch 5 characters attack each other and you just sit there going, well, I'm a gamer. Ah! Fucking idiot. Fucking idiot. The oh, that was, actually I skipped that one. The Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales. I'm actually a fan of those, personally. I'm always a fan when they discount cash. Why not just completely remove Karma Cash since it's not being used anymore? PvP refreshes, whatever those other refreshes are. Fucking things. Challenge mode, yeah, that's right. No, it's chaos mode. Chaos mode refreshes. Catching up on Battle Pass if you don't have enough time to get there and you need 2 more to get the legend. It's 300 cash. You're gonna fucking spend that, right? You're gonna fucking spend that. Not to mention mat packs are still only, and right now in the shop, all packs, including mat packs, are 25% off. So that's pretty fucking cool. So they're starting to do discount. They have discounts in shop. They've never done that. Red Links, the money hungry people that you guys always talk about, has discounts. Oops. This is another fucking dipshit who thinks that DSR nerf was meant to nerf DSR, you fucking retarded SPPD agent. Retired SPPD agent. Sorry, I always misread that for some reason. I was feared that Purify will restore the health back, but it's not the case. Yeah, because you would have to be literally like 15 IQ points to think that Purify or Shaman would have brought back the health. Like, that is just asinine to me to think that that was ever an option. Like, oh, I just hit your whole group, and you can use a 2-cost spell to get rid of my whole war cry? No. No way was that ever gonna happen. Thursday events are okay and said nothing. I agree. There are a few mysteries left unsolved. One is the Big Bang Theory, and the other is why Red Links are ignoring Dar. People are literally quitting the game because of her. I really don't think people are quitting the game because of her. People that are saying that are literally stupid. Like, how could you know that? Like, people are like, it might be the straw that broke the camel's back. Maybe the meta is a little bit stale for some people, but they'll be back. They'll be back. Satan was literally nerfed after 2 months because he was the most broken card ever. No. It was much longer than 2 months, let me tell you that. Much longer than 2 months. They nerfed him like 2 times, if you guys remember. They nerfed him once and they made him dog shit, and then they made him better again. Dark Angel Red is the same. Red Links prefers to lose players than balancing a card. Well, if they lose 100 players but they gain 300 players, they're in it for the long game, man. They have stats and information that you have no idea what they're playing off of. The game's unplayable at a high ladder for you because you suck. If you are not running Adventure Mystic or Wailing Superhero Mystics, MJR Plants, Buff. I don't know, dude. I'm having fucking fun with Gizmo up at the top. Do you see a resemblance? Mystic is ever because of Dar. You can't play another combination. I mean, that's fair. He's not wrong, but it's like, that's every fucking season you could come up with a statement like this. And it wouldn't be Dar. It would be Sam before that, or it'd be fucking Hanky before. Hanky's in every single competitive deck. Nobody says a fucking word about my poo. He wins more games single-handedly than any other card in the entire fucking game. And nobody ever talks about nerfing Hanky. Do you think it's because everybody has Hanky at a pretty good level, and so nobody's mad that Hanky's really good because they get to play him? But, oh, I can't play Dark because I only have him at level 2. As always, SPPD trying to fool players, this time with Dragon Slayer. If you brought Dragon Slayer now, it will have less benefits. I hate them, SPPD. And I hate them because their odds are false. Their new cards are always rubbish. All they want is money. New cards are always rubbish, while simultaneously, this fucking guy is complaining that one new card is ruining the fucking game. You guys lack all sorts of fucking consistency. It's so ridiculous. The forum is just full of dummies, man. 10 games this morning, every game Ink and Dar, every single game. Play the meta. Do you think why do you think people would play something other than the meta? I do it to have fun and to maybe make some fun videos with Gizmo in them. Why the fuck would I do it if I was just trying to win? Why the fuck would you not? Why are you not playing Ink and Dar? Dar can be any fucking level, so you can't say you don't have the Dar levels. You don't have Inkin levels? You might not. Too bad. Maybe the next season, maybe the next buff, you'll have that card leveled, you know? I don't know what this means, but he said buggy soft, which is pretty funny. Jesus Christ! Oh, it's the same guy. Here, I'll translate it for you guys. We'll get that translator. Pure shit. First one. Pure shit, he says. Pure and utter shit. All right, let me get this other one here too. I think he used the same. I think he said the same thing twice. I think he might have said the same thing twice. But let's find out. Pure shit with the Purify card. Instead of receiving nerf for its cost of 2, they give it a buff. Oh my god. Oh my god. Another fucking dipshit that thinks that them listing that card separately means that that was a specific change to that fucking card, and they had looked at that card and thought, oh, this is a good way to nerf / buff that card. No! No! That's not at all what's fucking happening. At all. Tell me, Boogie Soft, do you want me to change the theme to the one you want? I will notify you when I go to do it so that you can choose the cards. They made Purify remove her ability to net for 2 energy. Doesn't remove her ability. To make their whales happy because they would not stop crying for it. You're a fucking idiot, dude. People are so stupid. In a day when they realize that it doesn't take the health back, they're gonna feel like such fucking idiots. Such fucking idiots. I look at the decks right now. I see Witch Doctor Token, Ninju, and a Hanky. I never see Witch Doctor Token. Witch Doctor Token sucks now. All cards I have at level 3. Well, that's your fault. You're not buying the right fucking cards. Yet I have 716 and 516 on Mecha and 6 Element Randy. That's how randomness works, buddy. Which are cards currently impossible to play in the removal spam. Mecha's not impossible to play, you fucking idiot. I can't. He probably plays Mecha behind Nuke It every time and just sits. Why? He ink and darred me again. Why? Put it in the corner, you dipshit. Put it in the corner. Play your cards in the fucking corner. Inkin can't hit you then. Fucking idiot. I can't play MGR or Frontine because, again, I keep getting epics. I have it like 40 to 50. Pretty sure if the game was balanced, I could use whatever cards I like. That's just how this game. That's how games like this work. Sometimes you don't have a good deck. So guess what? You're not going to do as well that season. People are like, I was 7,800 last season, and I should be 7,800 this season. This is horse shit. I was 8,000 last season, and this season, because all my cards got nerfed, I can't even get to 6,000. This is horse shit. Well, maybe you fucking suck, bro. Maybe you suck. Maybe it was those strong cards lifting you up. Either way, I'm not reading. That's a drop of 500 elo because of one nerf. Yeah! Because you were only good because that card was so fucking good. Don't you get it? Don't you fucking get it? The only reason you can win with overpowered cards is because you're not any fucking good. You can't win. Oh, I can't play these cards until I get them at a good level because you can't play them under leveled because you can't do shit. My fucking alt account has level 3 mecha. It's fucking 8,900 right now. Who the fuck are you? What are you talking about? It's about how you build your deck, not necessarily the levels. You think mecha's unplayable? I have them level 3 in this removal world. Guess what? People don't like to remove level 3 mecha. People don't like to use their lightning bolt on a level 3 mecha. So sometimes he gets some fucking value out. Fuck. 2 of my last matches, mind control didn't work. Why do you think this is why do you think the forum is where you should go post this? You think Toller's gonna be like, oh, I'll look right on, I'll check that out. We'll check what happened on your mind control. Oh, Shorty's mind temporarily did the animation, no choir boy. That's glitch. That's a lag. If you use a summon animation emote thing, like Randy or I guess it's just Randy, isn't it? Yeah, if you use a Randy ability, or no, I guess if you spawn drone and nothing happens, you're fucking lagging, bro. It's fucking lagging, bro. That's all that's happening. What? Inkin is crap. He's only good now with Dar. Dar needs to be nerfed big time. Adventure needs to get buffed up, not nerfed. What did he just say? Inkin's crap, he's only good with Dar? What are you talking about, dude? Inkin still kills who he needs to kill. Nobody puts Mecha in the corner, exactly. There should be events every day, otherwise the game's boring. I agree. Why not have it? Like, why not? Why not? Like, it's the idea that it's like, oh, you can't have an event on Wednesday and Thursday because, or you can't do it anymore. We used to do that, but we can't do it anymore because people complained that they had to split their time between challenge mode and the event. It's like they're too fucking stupid to realize that you could just not play the event. If you want to play challenge mode, just don't play the event. But you would prefer to just take away the event from everybody who doesn't want to play fucking challenge mode? And just, oh, I don't play it. I don't get that advantage. Fuck everybody else. Whoever thought, like, fucking entitled pieces of shit, man. Whoever complained and said, I don't like having events on Tuesday or on Wednesday and Thursday is a fucking asshole. Like, literally, an asshole. Like, in real life, they are fucking pricks. They see somebody get something that they don't, and they're that fucking guy who said, hey, Toller, should I be getting rewards on my adventure log? Should I be getting rewards? Fucking asshole. Fucking assholes. Oh, hey, teacher. Teacher, didn't we have homework? Didn't we have homework you wanted to pick up? Teacher? Teacher, didn't we have homework? Teacher? 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 You guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, anyway, the second issue I have is I've been playing for 2.5 years now, and I'm nowhere near having a level 6 epic card. Yeah. Yeah. Why the fuck do you need a level 6 epic card, bro? That's the whole idea here, right? So the beauty of these games and the idea of these games is at a certain point, it's so hard to progress that that's your end game. And in this game, we have the benefit of level 6 to 7, level 5 to 6 isn't that much. In other games, that level 5 to 6 is just as big as 4 to 5, is just as big as 1 to 2. So when you go up against a level 7 legend and you have a level 5 legend, that's like a 20% difference in stats and you're gonna get your shit rocked. But as of right now, it's like a 5% difference in stats and you can still outplay them. It's not a game over. So South Park is definitely the most skill-based, free-to-play friendly game I have ever played of this type, of this genre. And I can tell you, I've probably played more games like this than any other person that plays South Park, that any other person in chat, or at least creator-wise. Any other content creator, I've played more games like this than them. Any other YouTube creator, I've played more games like this than them. And it's always gonna do that. It's always like this. It's a plateau. I guess it'd be more like this. It'd be logarithmic, not exponential. But well, I guess how long it takes is exponential, but like your count growth is the opposite, because at a certain point my account's getting better, it's getting better, it's getting better, it's getting better, and then it takes 2 months to get 1 level on anything. And then the opposite side, it's, you know, it takes 5 cards, 10 cards, 20 cards, and all of a sudden it takes 1,000 cards. But what can you do? Like on Heroic, to get the top level is like 10,000 cards for common cards. So we got it good here in South Park Land for sure. Some games do some things well, some games do other things better. Obviously not having a friends list or in-game replays and stuff like that. All the other games have that. All the other games have that. You can share them. You can share them to Discord. You can save the replays as your best replays. You can do all sorts of stuff in other games. South Park doesn't have that, which is too bad. Which is because of the peer-to-peer nature of the connection, and they don't have solid servers, which is really frustrating. But it's the best game. That's the thing. Like it is the better game. Like for sure. Out of all these other games, Mana Strike, Minion Masters, all these fucking things I play, it's the better. South Park is the better game as far as the game, just gameplay. The single biggest factor to South Park in comparison to all the other ones is, one, there's not like 2 towers you have to fucking defend that attack and shit. None of that stupid shit. It's just the bars on your tower. No other game has any sort of reset mechanism like that. Other games, if you get a big push, you take them from 3,000 to 0, you know, and they can't stop you pretty much. In this game, you can reset and you can come back from being down a bar because, you know, if your bar explosion deals with enough energy and you played it well and had some energy stored up, or maybe you didn't defend it all, whatever the situation was. Or maybe it's just, you know, like Medusa in the back or cards in the back that can really make a good counter push. Like you can do that. In other games, you can't do that. Like if you have to put shit in front of it and protect it. You can't like slow play and roll. And in certain aspects, that sucks too, right? Because you can't. There's no real being ahead necessarily. But yeah, it's definitely more polished in a lot of ways than some of the other games, and you'll see me play some of these other games. Now we're starting to do something called Mobile Mania or Mobile Mayhem. I can't figure out which alliteration I like better. Maybe I'll just go like full on Mobile Mania Monday Maximum Mayhem. Mobile Mania. Mecha Timmy. Don't forget, guys, Mecha Timmy. We're giving him away. Comment something in chat. or in the YouTube comments, not in chat, guys. This isn't for the live one. We're gonna alternate, one live, one on YouTube. So this one's for YouTube. Mecha Timmy, giving him away to somebody in chat. All you gotta do, say Timmy, say I want Timmy, say Timmy, 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 say Timmy Turner, whatever you're gonna say. We're gonna give him away anyway. But yeah, like I was saying, there's always gonna be that tier, and that's good. You want, as a free-to-play player especially, you want that plateau to exist, because you want, like, once you get to that plateau, you can play competitively at that plateau for like years. You can, like, for a year you could play competitively at level 5 epics and just keep going, and you know, your cards are going to slowly get better. You're going to be getting new cards. You're going to get new cards that you can add into your deck at a competitive level. But you don't want there to be progression at a certain point, because you want there to be somewhat equal playing field to actually play the game competitively. And some people don't give a shit about that. Some people want to collect their cards. They want the games to be easy, which is weird. Like, to an extent, I like that, because like, while you're grinding, but then at the same time, like, what's the fun in that? I would even suggest create a new rarity for them. For instance, they could be super rare. Cards like Transmog, Classy, Rogue Token, Chicken Coop, amongst others, are rarely seen on good level arenas. That's just because they're bad. That's just because they're bad. That's all. Like, Classy, I have level 5. Rogue Token, I have 5. Chicken Coop, I have 5. They're just not good cards. And last but not least, a big bunch of us were extremely upset about not having Team Reward events, especially since all of us in Legendary need a little help with copies of the Goth Kids. There was more total singles though. Yeah, complaining about that. Like, they had the leaderboard. They just replaced the leaderboard. Whatever. Those coins from the team pack will make a difference to TVT selection this week, given the new cards and rubbish you don't usually level in. What? Irium! Thanks for the sub, buddy. Appreciate you. Are these coins from the team? What do you... And these coins from... Oh, those coins from the team pack would make a difference. Oh, I see. He expected there to be coins in the team pack, and he's saying we lost that. And I got it. All right, so I'm not going on about how Frontier and Dar are ruining the Silver and Gold leagues. I haven't seen Frontier in a while. But I want to point out the card choices for the event. City Walk event. No mystical choice. Blood Elf. That's... They want you to play the theme event. They want you to play the theme event. That's the idea. They want you to play these different cards boosted to a level that maybe you couldn't play them before. If you can't feasibly do that at your levels, like you don't have a single card leveled in one of those themes, that's kind of the idea of games like this. Like, there are other games where you can't finish them. You can't finish them unless you pay money to be able to just play it more. Or you have to have like the highest level things to even have a chance. Imagine if the event every weekend was a PvE level that you didn't stand a chance against if you didn't have level 5 legends. Like, you would just lose, and there would be a guaranteed legend at the end of it every single weekend if you finished it, but you had no chance to finish it because your cards just weren't good enough. That's the reality in a fuck ton of other games. That's the type of shit it is. It's PvE, you're playing some nonsense that it's just a stat grind that you can't skill your way past. And so, how is that better? How would you think that that's better? Like, you have the chance to play these different cards and have them boosted and not have to play these certain things. You could go one card at a 1 point deck you could go as, and you could technically finish the event. Whereas on these other games that I've played, I could play all weekend and get nowhere near finishing the event because of whatever the nuance might be. Like, they need you to spend the money to finish the event. Oh, and by the way, there's a character at the end that you can only get from this event that you'll never be able to get ever again. So you have to finish this event if you want him. If you want that character. So man, you guys, some of these people need to play other games, man. They gotta understand, like, these are good choices for the game. Not like, it's not necessarily good to just have 3 of each every time, and you could just play your normal deck and just put 2 different cards in it. No, the whole idea of events like this is to have different decks out there. And it works for a little bit, and then everybody goes back to their normal deck. What they should do is they should have an event queue. They have an event queue where you queue for the event. But guess what people would do? People would go into the event queue without event cards and shit on you and laugh the whole time. 100% that would happen. Anyway. No Chicken Coop or Catapult Timmy, Sorceress Leanne or Cock Magic. No rats, no pigeons, what's going on? I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that just because it's a City Walk event that all the cards that City Walk boosts would be in that. I don't think that's necessarily has to do. Can anyone tell me why all deals are credit card now? Because too many assholes were reversing their charges. People would spend thousands of dollars and then get it reversed by Apple. And the reason you do it through the credit card instead of through Google Play is because I cannot call Google and have them reverse that charge with that $19.99 one. Why, you ask? Well, because it actually went through RedLynx's system. If you go through, it still says Google, but if you pay attention to when you're and I know this because all the fucking games that I play do this. If you buy the pack that's like premium currency, that is going legitimately through Google. That's like Google has and iTunes. They have like currency systems set up, and you give them the ratio for currency to the system and all that kind of stuff, and they figure all that out. And then, you know, when you buy that, you get points for it and Google Play Store and Credit Store and all that kind of stuff. And when you buy it, it says on your credit card statement Google Play. It says Google Play. It says Google, whatever. But if you do the other ones, it says Google Play, but underneath it says RedLynx, or it says TinyCo, or it says Jam City, or whatever fucking company you're playing with. It'll say that company in the line. So when you go to get that reversed, Apple and iTunes, or Apple and Google are going to tell you that they can't do it. And also, if I buy a $50 pack of cash and then buy 6 packs, it would be easier to get that one $50 purchase reversed than to get 6 $10 purchases reversed. If I buy a $10 pack, and I open it, and I have to physically click the button again to buy another one, and then I go to Apple or iTunes or Google or iTunes and I say, hey, this isn't what I expected. They said it would be this percentage, but I didn't even get a single one. Whatever that's how you get the refunds. You say like, they said it was going to be 50%. I bought 5 of them. I didn't get a single one. Like I want my money back. Like this is bullshit. That's the type of shit you can do. And they'll do it. They'll do it because legally it's such a fucking shitty gray area with these things. They don't want a lawsuit. So they'll do it. If you buy a 50 pack, banks won't eat the cost, but under $50 they will on disputes, so RedLynx is getting less chargebacks this way. Yes, exactly. Like going through the bank itself as well. Because because that's those charges on your credit card. Exactly. So if I was gonna go through my credit card company to get the chargeback, which is something you can do, I could go to Chase and be like, hey, I bought these things, Google and iTunes won't fucking return it. Like, it's not a physical thing, so it's not like I stole something. Can you just stop payment on the charge, basically, like charge it back, basically? And some card companies will do that. If the situation's right, the numbers are right, they'll do that for sure. So yeah, like Fryer was saying, if you have a bunch of little ones, they're less likely to do that. Could be like, okay, so the first one wasn't what you expected it to be, and then you bought another one, and it wasn't what you expected it to be, and then you bought another one, and then it wasn't what you were expecting it to be, then you bought another one, and you want me to return the money for all of those? Are you fucking high? Do you buy a Pokemon pack and then return it when you don't get the fucking card you want? What are you talking about? There's no basis for that. So yeah, exactly. Also, it's like guaranteed money because you can technically free to play your way to a lot of cash over time. Like the amount of players they have, eventually that cash builds up. That's why when they give out free cash, it's $50, not 500. Because if you give out 500 cash to every player, that's like giving out $5 to every player. Like, that's a fucking lot. It's a fucking lot. Banks just write it off under 50, not worth their time to deal with the Mecha. Yeah, for sure. But if you do it 6 times. Can anyone tell me what the deal is a credit card? Must have missed something being said. I don't think they've ever said it specifically. Wouldn't we be getting some Google Play App Store credit for those events? Also, like someone said, these Cyber Monday deals suck. Years ago, we were getting 50% packs. Now we have 20% off these shitty packs. Well, I like I said earlier, I like those packs because I'm gonna buy cash to refresh packs anyway. So if I can get that cheaper, like, of course. Now we don't know if they're gonna be credit, or they're gonna be credit card only forever. It might be they're doing it for a couple months, seeing how the numbers line out. If obviously the other ones netted them more money, like if they were getting more Cartman cash $50 packs back then than they are premium packs now. Oh, and another thing that's interesting is if you do, so this could actually be predatory in another way, because if you do a chargeback on iOS, you get negative cash. You get negative cash, which means you can't spend cash, which means all those cash offers, you can't buy those. But if you refresh your $200 and then, oh, there's a $20 pack, you could buy that. You can get that pack still. So that's interesting. There might be some people who are negative cash that are still able to buy stuff now. Maybe. Sounds like Frontier Bradley just made you think you're better at this game than you really are. Me and Irish are on the same page there. You mean like DAR does to 95% of the people flooding the 7K and up? A lot of the time when I see DAR, I kill the guy he's trying to DAR first, and he ends up DARring nothing, so you can fuck it up too. Remove her from the deck and watch 80% of players dropping 500 to 700 elo. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. They'll just put Fireball back in their deck. Fireball Incan does the same fucking thing, homie. 100% accurate, but Toller and Red Links doesn't care. They do not care if other players are unhappy and are critting. That was the problem. Okay, like, what kind of statement is that? One, Toller has nothing to do with this, you fucking idiot. Get her fucking name out of your mouth. How dare you talk about her as if she fucking has something to do with this? She is the... Don't shoot the messenger here. She's beautiful and she's Canadian. Leave her alone. How dare you talk shit about our maple syrup queen? How dare you? How fucking dare you? Oh, I don't have my how dare you gif in here. Fuck. Of course they care if players are unhappy. Of course they fucking care. That's the one thing they do care about. They don't care that like every subset of players is happy, obviously. They gotta pick and choose who they're catering to. This game only caters to mystical. This game does not cater to specific themes. That is fucking just asinine. What? What? When fantasy has more removal cards than the whole rest of the fucking game, and mystical and adventure is the caterers, and fantasy, the same deck that has some of the best removal has one of the most punishing high cost cards in the game in Grand Wizard Cartman. Are you fucking stoned? What are you talking about? Not to mention superheroes, if you have them leveled, are some of the most brutal cards to deal with. I've already stated multiple times how adventure theme gets cards and perks from other themes. What? You mean how like the neutral goth kids can heal themselves? They don't care because most of the Adventure Ink and Craig players love a card that lets them fire Ink and lasers at will without having to wait for them again in the rotation. What? What? They don't care about Black Friday? I thought the Black Friday deals were exactly what they should have been. Why are people in the low 100 to 200 skill ranks? Like, do you fucking free-to-play idiots really want there to be incredible Black Friday deals so somebody like David can buy 50 of them and get level 7 legends before you? What the fucking, what? Oh, I want really good deals so that I can buy them and I'll get my account better. Well, guess what? If they're really good, everybody else buys them too, and it doesn't net you any gain. So what the fuck are you talking about? You free-to-play players who are crying about stuff like this, you want there to be the least amount of fucking offers and rewards that you can get. You don't want people to be able to buy 50 packs that have a 50% shot at a legend. You do not want people to be able to do that. You are glad, trust me, you are glad they put caps on these fucking packs. You are glad. They didn't used to have caps, bro. You could just buy them forever. You could buy $50 or 100 thing Medusa packs until you fucking credit card ran out. Has this poser heard of paragraphs or bullet point? Dude. Yeah, exactly. Like, this is a big paragraph. Big paragraph. Anyway. Honest quitting would show them. What? No, quitting doesn't. Okay, fun fact, guys. Boycotting and quitting games and stuff like that in your little group of people, no matter how big of a group or big of an impact you might think you're having, no one even fucking noticed. On Facebook when they have that like, oh, on March 30th, no one's gonna post anything today. Nobody fucking notices that you and your 100 friends didn't post a fucking post. Nobody. Yeah, meow bark whales, don't give him an opportunity. Anyway, they don't care about D-rankers. I mean, that's probably true. I'm glad they don't, because games who have really tried to curb their D-rankers have ended up hurting themselves. They did a lot of dumb things to try to stop D-rankers. The floor is a stupid idea. The way they changed their arena in order to combat that, stupid idea. Why are people in the low 100 to 200 skill rankings with golden crates in their new kids? What? Okay. 3 chances. 1, it's a hacker and they're just hacking the gold. 2, it's an alt account that they've had for a very long time and they don't play very often. Or 3, I mean, there really is no 3 there. They just didn't play very often, apparently. The easy way to fix Dark Angel would be nerf Inkin so he's not a removal card. Yeah, the easiest way to fix Dark Angel Red would be to nerf a different card. Oh yeah? What about when she brings back the Randy cards? What about when she brings back Sizzler, huh? What about when she brings back fucking Mary Jane Randy, huh? You don't think that's a fucking problem either? What if she brings back the Sam you just wasted energy on power binding? Come on, bro. She is not only good because of Inkin. She's got easy use cases with Inkin. She's easy. You can't fuck it up with Inkin. Like, it's hard to fuck up with Inkin. It's pretty easy to fuck up like a Randy because Randy could die because he's in the thick of things, right? But Jesus Christ. To say that it's the easiest way to fix a card is to nerf another, that is just... I'm glad these people, I'm glad that they don't listen. I'm glad that they don't care. Because people like you think they know what they're fucking talking about, and people like Toller and the developers and the design team have to understand who to fucking listen to. And let me tell you, not a single person on this forum, at least this time, is worth listening to. Shy of this man right here. This man right here. This guy knew what he was talking about. Someone earlier said something that made sense. It's ridiculous. They could care less if the game is rigged. Whatever. Maybe if everyone plays mirror match after mirror match, the top will let them know how to fix this. Otherwise, here's to a whole nother month of the same problems. That's the season, bro. That's the season. That's how seasons work. There was no balance changes these couple months, just adventure theme buffs. What about... Okay, cap unit resurrection to 1. Only should be susceptible to resurrection once, meaning the blue undead character spawned from the original can't get a second respawn from its undead character. Only original units should be acceptable. Okay, I get that. Then you can't pope the Dar. Or pope after the Dar. I don't hate that. That's a good idea. But it doesn't really fix the issue, because the way Pope works is he pulls the last card. pulls the bottom card on your cycle. He doesn't pull the last card that died necessarily. He pulls the bottom card on your cycle. And if that's Inkin, that's Inkin, you know? So you'd have to rework Pope completely. You'd have to rework Pope. You couldn't rework the cards. I mean, you'd have to rework Pope to work with the new categorization of like an undead character. But that would be cool though, because then an undead character you couldn't heal. You know, so if I Pope back Manbear Pig, I couldn't heal him. Not that I'm fucking healing Manbear Pig, but you get my idea. That one makes sense, Birdman. Good choice. But yeah, I agree. With the release of Dar, Pope needs to be... With the release of better cards, Pope needs to be reviewed. Finally, I'm close to end of this card event. Maybe you win. I spent some Cartman cash on refreshing PvP packs. Maybe you lose. I feel like I don't want to play this game and I have to do it for the rewards. Well, just want to say you can just be nice and give the better rewards without forcing people to play more of the games. Trust me, in the long run, you will get less. What? No. That's the dumbest thing. If you give us free stuff, then we'll buy more stuff. No. You need to have incentive for people to purchase the premium packs or the game doesn't fucking exist anymore. You get that? Finally, oh, I just read the same one. And once again, can't climb ladder because of the boring DAR-based trash decks and D-ranks that have been reported numerous times for D-ranking. You're fucking D-ranking too, dude. And now I face a guy with level 5 superhero legends. Nice. Get a bar. Lo and behold, a DC. Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. That's too bad. That's why this is why you don't care. You're fucking sitting, you get so mad because you're sitting there caring about your fucking numbers, bro. The only time I ever got really, really just exorbitantly upset with this game was like season 3 when I was trying to end it at... I can't even remember what it was back then. It wasn't even the same... It wasn't even the same setup. It was like top 250. I was trying to end in the top 250 and I was like 255 and I couldn't win a fucking match. And never in my life have I been more upset about a video game. And then at that point I told myself, I do not care about my final rank anymore. I do not care about my ladder rank. I do not care. So they changed from that like top whatever, but there'd be people like, oh, you didn't finish 8,500 this season? Oh, you suck. Be like, no. I fucking had fun this season. Mysterion is playable at level 5. Oh yeah, Mysterion is playable at all levels. Hop on good deals, but if that's like every 1 to 2 months, I see something that's really good. Yeah, that's the thing about South Park, dude. Their deals are fucking terrible. Like, and that's good. That's good. Like, you want the only people to buy the packs to be the truly the fucking whales. Because if any fucking dipshit could spend $10 and get 5 legendary cards, then yeah, buddy, all these fucking D-ranking decks that you're talking about, they're gonna be every deck. Another game that I play, Champion Strike, I spent $50 on master rank already. I have level 13 legends and the max rank is level 15. I have a account equal in strength to my account, at least my alt account, definitely not Glanzer, for $50 because they had $10 packs that gave you 3 packs that guaranteed a legend plus a fuck ton of other stuff. 1 pack that was like literally just epics and it was like 150 epics. It was fucking awesome. And another pack that was like a Team Wars pack, had a good chance at a legend. And I bought 3 of them and I got 25 legends or something like that. It was fucking nutty. I got like 26 legends and I was able to get, and at the time there's only like 5 fucking legends total. So all of them got to level 13 and I got enough coins to upgrade them. So all of my cards are upgraded to the max level they can get to. And it took me $50 fucking dollars because the packs were like 8 times value. And when you see a value like that, you just can't, like, imagine if there was a pack right now where you spend $10 and you get 1,000 cash, which is about the same price. You get 1,000 cash, you get a guaranteed legend, you get 200 lightning bolts, and you get 50,000 coins. Imagine that. You don't fucking want that? I promise you, you don't fucking want that. You don't want every dipshit that has $50 to have a level fucking 4 legend card. You don't want that. You don't want that. Mysterion, I play Mysterion at level 4. I play Mysterion and Call Girl both at level 4, and they're very playable. Mintberry Crunch is playable at 4, just like not quite as much, because once he gets to 5, he starts to survive some things, and oh man, he starts to 2-shot. Like level 4 doesn't 2-shot the Mecha level 5, but I think level 5 Mintberry Crunch 2-shots Mecha level 5, which is huge, huge, because it's almost always gonna hit Mecha, because Mecha's almost always gonna be far enough away. Fire pot. But yeah, yeah, exactly. Guaranteed, if they did have packs like that, the game would be just like these other games where they'd be at level 13 by now. Instead of like fucking Tactical Monster Rumble Arena, which is another game that I play like this. Level 25 is the max. 25. My highest, I've been playing it for years. My highest is 22. Yeah. But I heard talk about them trying to increase. What I think they should do is they should make a, what should they call it? They should call it the Supreme Pack. The Supreme Pack. Or the Supreme Shop, where after you get a card to level 7, you can throw cards into this Supreme Shop decombobulator, or whatever you want to call it. And let's say you throw in 100 commons and you get 100 points. So all these level 7 commons, you could throw in these points, and then there's a shop, excuse me. There's a shop. Yeah, the Burrito Supreme Shop from maybe Morgan Freeman's running the Burrito Supreme Shop, and you throw your level 7 cards at him, and he gives you points back. And then there's a shop. There's a Supreme Shop where you can buy, you know, maybe a legend is, maybe you can buy like a legit straight up legend, and it's like 200,000 points or something, like whatever it might end up. They'd have to figure out the numbers, obviously. But that's something that Tactical Monster Rumble Arena does. If you get to 25, you can start putting fodder in, and then you can use that for some pretty sweet fucking shit. There's actually some, like, you can get crazy coins from that, crazy, like, you can get so many legends come from that too. So it'd be an interesting change. Wow, this 1 hour turned into 50 minutes because there were so many goddamn idiots on the forum. Ugh, you almost have 5,000 spare copies of some. Yeah, exactly. Boosting it and new kid level, but it's vague. Okay, if they do that, if they boost new kid level, it's a mistake for plenty of reasons. But mostly just because, like, they have it balanced now, and to add new kid levels and to add more levels to cards, they have to rebalance it all. They have to rebalance all the like the levels and stuff like that at that point, which is stupid. So what they should do, what they should have done from day one, which would have kept people donating cards, and it could have been a way for the top whales to fight over who has the best account. Because what they could have done was they could have, after you get to 25, and I just feel this is such an easy change to benefit them, and it's so stupid that they didn't come up with something like this. Every other game in the fucking world does this. Have like a profile level. Once you get to level 25, you then unlock profile level, where you still get experience from donating. Maybe you even add experience from different things. Maybe you get more experience if you do your team wars. Maybe you get more experience if you finish challenge. Whatever it might be, all that bullshit that you had from the battle pass, you could throw experience at it, and then you could have a level that goes up, that you have something to slowly work towards by upgrading your cards, donating cards, whatever it might be. Maybe you could even play fucking PvP. Maybe you play one PvE level every day. They pick one random one, they change it up a little bit, and you get experience if you finish it that day. That's what I would do. And then at every level, maybe it's 10,000 experience per level. You get 10,000 experience, you get another level, you get a little pack. Hooray, next level. Now your new kid's level 25 in game, but your profile is level 26. Another 10,000, you get a cool pack. Boom. Maybe at level 30 you get a hat that nobody else has. It's such a fucking good idea. and they fucked it up. And now they have all these people who have maxed accounts and who don't even want to donate. Because what the fuck is the point? I don't get anything from it. I get some coins, so why would I donate? Ugh, just so stupid, so dumb. Yeah, it could be, even if it's just competitive or just cosmetic stuff. Give me hats and new eyeballs, or give me a set of glasses that's only I have because I'm level 30 or something like that. You know what I mean? They just give hats to everyone a few months later. Well, no, they wouldn't have to, because everybody would get that hat eventually. You know what I mean? That's the incentive to keep playing in that. Like, I don't play daily anymore. But if I got 10 experience for my first pack, I would play daily again. Cause like the experience would be, it's like a competition again. You know, you'd have people like Fryer and Gaines who would go back to playing just so that they could get their rares and stuff to level 7, so that they could get more experience from upgrading it, so that they could be the highest account in the game, you know? David, you can bet, would have still fucking been here. Would have still been here if he had something to shoot for. And they fucked it up by just ending the levels at 25. Fuck! You missed the hunt to level up. Exactly. Exactly, dude. People love progression. The achievements are all done. There's no progression. Progression towards commons where you need 3,000 of them is fucking bullshit. Progression towards epics when you need 300 of them is also bullshit. So at a certain point, you just sit there waiting for legends, and then even then, if I get a stand of many moons and I get 3 out of 32, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Oh, cool. 3 out of 32. Oh, sweet. It'll just take me 3 years to get there, because that's literally how long it took me to get 32 copies already. Oh, and they've added 40 legends since then. Anyway, I gotta get out of here. YouTube, folks. Mecha Timmy in chat. I'll make sure in the description to post it, and in the title I'll say to check the description, because I didn't mention it too much because we were just rolling. But this was a great update. Had a lot of fun talking to you homies. We will put this up on YouTube, or we'll get this up on YouTube. You play for caps, dude? Exactly. I haven't played chaos mode in forever. I play caps, and then I play when I stream. And most of the time, I'm just trying to finish something so I can play a different game. But Mecha Timmy, and be on the lookout for a new part of the stream called Mobile Mania, where we play 3 mobile games all at once. Take advantage of that. Watch ads, all sorts of stuff. You'll see how it works. We'll probably do that a little bit tomorrow. I might start doing that on Monday nights after this, because it kind of works with the theme. But anyway, we will see you guys next week, but we'll also see you guys tomorrow, and then I'm streaming the typical Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I stream every day except for Wednesday, Thursday, and we're also doing something on YouTube where I'm putting a YouTube video up every day for as long as I can. I'm on day 6 right now, and it's gonna be tough. I have videos already done for a few days, but I'm gonna have to work really hard to make enough content to keep this going. If I get to 25, I'm gonna do a $25 gift card on the 26th video. If I get to 50, I'm gonna do a $50 gift card on the 51st, and then we'll see how it goes from there. If I get there, we'll see. But anyway, Mecha Timmy in chat. Say Timmy, say chat in the comments below, and you'll have a chance at Mecha Timmy.